Hey, all right, everybody, look. I got another box. Right, okay, what's inside this box? Oh, well, it's an Engwe M20 Pro 2.0. Right, before I review the Engwe Pro 2.0, the next video is going to be me modifying this bike that I'm going to review right now. So if you subscribe to the channel, you'll see me put a 203mm disc on the front. Then I got a new head stem thingy-majiggly. Let me just get this out here a second. I got one of them, whatever that is. And I got a 10-inch rise BMX bars. So if you subscribe to the channel, you'll see me modify this bike in the next one. Let's get back to the review. Okay, inside the box is another box. Then there's the rear mudguard, the front mudguard, the front wheel, the rear rack there. Then there's another box. Then there's the seat post, and you also got to put the front light on and the rear headlight. And when you open up this box, you've got the folding mechanism front stem. And then if you go over to this box here, in this box here will be the charger there. In there, you've got the pedals there, you've got a little tool kit, and you've got the front axle there. Okay then, here it is, the Engwe M20 Pro 2.0, all put together. Now what do they have to do to put it all together? There's quite a few things. First of all, you've got to put this front mudguard on and the front headlight. You've got to put the front wheel on. This whole stem here has got to go on. Then there's a part that goes into the stem. Then the handlebars are going to go on as well. You've got to put the seat in. You've got to put the pedals on. And you've got to put the rear mudguard on. Then put the rear rack on and the rear headlight. So that's what you've got to do to put it all together. Right, okay, I thought I'd just go through the handlebar process just in case people who haven't put bikes together before. I thought I'd just show you how it's done. Most people will know, but I'll just show you anyway. So you take this little thing out there like that, and you've got to take this collar off. So let's undo this here, like so, and we'll take that out, like that, and that all lifts off. You don't need this bit anymore, but you do need this bit. Right, okay, so then you get the stem, you get the folding stem, you unfold it like so. Now, I don't know if you can see there, when you put this bit in, you can only go one way because there's like a little slot. And these numbers usually are facing you. So you've got some sort of idea of the position to where to put it in. So you pop this on, make sure these are loose here, like that, okay? Make sure they're loose. Pop that in here, over there like so. Give it a bit of a wiggle. Might be a little bit tight. I'm trying to put it in and all that at the same time. Right, now that's in there like that, okay? Now, you need to tighten this up. So you get that back thing like this now, and you put it in there. I don't know if you can see it, but it goes in there like so. And then you tighten this down, and this will bring this all nice and tight. So let's do this up, and then we'll check. I won't do it tight. We'll just do it a little bit tight first of all, okay? Just to get everything in place. So I'll just do it up a little bit like that. I'll leave it a little bit loose, and then we'll bring this back up like that. Push that down like that, so that's straight. And then we're trying to get this bit here sort of straight with this here, and looking down at the handlebars. You can put the handlebars on, and then try and get it straight after, then do that. But I'm trying to get this sort of roughly in the right place, and I think it's got to go about, I'm going to say, about there. Then I'll tighten this up a bit more, like so. Let's put it in the right place there. Let me just check that one more time. A bit like that. I'll tighten it up a little bit more. And then I'll do my final adjustments when I've got the handlebars on. So I'll just pinch these up slightly, and that's how you put this big stem on. Okay, so looking down at the wheels, they're 20 inches with a 4-inch wide tyre. You've got 160mm discs in the front and the rear, and they're both hydraulic brakes. Okay, so the battery is housed in this top part of the frame here. If you can see by there, the charge port goes in here to charge. You can take the battery out. The key goes under here where my hand is there. That is to turn it on, or take the battery out once you've unfolded the frame. And the upgraded M20 Pro 2.0 has a 52 volt battery. So you might be wondering, what's the difference between the Engine Pro 1.0 and the 2.0? Well, let's have a look by here. I got the little list by here. So torque. In the original Engine Pro, it said 55 Newton meters of torque, which was quite good. The new one has got 75 Newton meters of torque. I'll be testing it out on the old hill test later. The old one, the original one, had a cadence sensor. This one has got a torque sensor. And the other difference is a 52 volt instead of 48 volts. And this one's got 832 watt hours at 16 amp hours. The old one was 768 watt hours at 16 amp hours. So this one should go a bit further as well on a full charge. So this is what it looks like with me sitting on the bike. It is quite a big bike. I'm 5'10" or 178 meters or 1.78 meters. My foot is almost flat to the floor. Let me just get off and show you where the seat is. I've got the seat by there. It does go a lot higher. If I sit back on it, the handlebars, I've got them almost on the lowest setting, so they can go maybe about there. They do go a lot higher, so there's a lot of adjustment. But at the moment here, I've got this set up how I would have it. So if you're a very short person, I don't think this is suitable for very, very short people, but that does go down a bit. Let me just show you the seat as well. Let me get off, if I can get out. The seat will go down. Let's have a look how far down it goes. It'll go all the way down to there, look, okay? That is as low as the seat goes, and the handlebars will go down maybe to about there. So that's sort of the lowest the bike can be. So looking up on the handlebars, you've got your 8-speed shifter, hydraulic brake. Go to the middle there, you've got your colour display, then you've got your power buttons, you've got your on-off button under there, you've got the light button there, information button, then you've got your thumb throttle and another hydraulic brake. Okay, going from the rear of the bike, you've got your rear rack here, which says 25 kilograms maximum load. If you come across here, you've got your rear suspension, you've got the folding mechanism there in the middle, you've got your folding pedals down there, then you've got the folding mechanism at the front there. At the back here is the rear hub motor with a 1200 watt peak power, like I said, 75 Newton meters of torque, and that has gone up because of the 52 volt battery that is housed in here. So you've got your front headlight there, and you've got your rear tail light there, and if I pull the brakes, you should see that flashing. So there's your brake lights as well. Okay then, that's a look around the Engine Pro 2.0, so let's get out on the old open road. Right, okay then, we'll start with the hill test first. So the hill test is just by there to the left of me, so let's go up the hill and see what it's like. So I'm just doing a little bit of pedaling. I'm in level assist 1 at the moment. I'm in gear 6, it says on there. I'm just trying out the torque sensor, and it is quite nice. It's sort of progressive. If I push a bit harder, it does come in a bit better. Right, okay, let's put in number 2, pedal assist 2, push a little bit on it. Yeah, it's coming in lovely and smooth. Now, we'll get through the tunnel and we'll try a little bit of the old thumb throttle. Now, the thumb throttle is on the left-hand side, so I've got to get used to that. I'm usually have it on the right-hand side, but it's on the left-hand side. Anything behind me? No. Let's get through the tunnel then, like so. I'm still pedaling at the moment. I'm in level assist 2. Let's try level assist 3, like so. And it does, you can feel it slightly more. I haven't got to quite push quite as hard to get the power going. Let's try level assist 4, like so. There we go. Oh, that's nice. You can feel the torque. And then level assist 5. And that is obviously, that's the easiest. That gives you the most boost. Anyway, we're coming to the steeper part now. So let's go over to the thumb throttle, like that. Oh, that's nice. What are we doing? 17 miles an hour, 19 miles an hour. You can feel the torque. It's definitely way more torque than the last one. 18 miles an hour. I'm not pedaling, not doing nothing. This is just the thumb throttle. And we're going 80 miles an hour up a steep hill. Hey! Oh, 19 miles an hour. Here we go. This is the quickest I've got up here. 20 miles an hour up the hill. I haven't pedalled at all, so this car coming, so I got to slow down. The car's supposed to stop for me. Is he going to stop? He's supposed to stop. Didn't stop. Anyway, let's stop by here, but the old cattle grid. There we go. Oh, it's going a bit fast. Here we go. Let's stop by here and pull over. Oh, right. Right, okay, here we are by the old cattle grid. If you've watched my other e-bike reviews, I stopped by the cattle grid and sort of my first sort of impressions of this bike so far. And my first impressions are there's quite a lot of torque on that motor in the back. I mean, the 52 volt battery obviously is going to give you a bit more torque, a bit more top power, and you can feel it. You can feel it was coming up there at almost 20 miles an hour up the hill. It is a steep hill. Like I said before, it doesn't show up. There's a car coming up the hill now. But there's plenty of torque in here, plenty of power. It's a bit noisy, I'm going to cross there, wasn't it? But there's the bike there. It is a nice bike. And let's go look at the seat, because I do like a comfy seat. So let's give it a squish test. That's lovely and squishy there. Nice and squishy. And underneath here, it has got springs in the actual seat as well. So it's sprung under there and it's squishy by there. And obviously got the shock in the rear. But anyway, let's carry on up there. Okay, let's get going up the hill. God, it's busy here today. There's cars coming up and down. Now this car is supposed to stop for me. I don't think it will. I think it's going to try and squeak past me. Oh, it's actually going to stop. It stopped. Hey, all right then, here we go. Okay, thanks a lot. Okay then, I got it in pedal assist 5. And if I just pedal a bit like this, look, if I just push a little bit like that, it only gives a little bit of assistance. If I push a little bit more assistance. And if I push a lot, loads of assistance. So I gotta say the torque sensor is working really, really well. And obviously in level 5, it's giving me loads of assistance up this hill. This is a steep hill by here, but this motor is making light work of it. And the bike is quite heavy itself, but it is still flying up here. So anyway, let's go to the throttle. Hey! Bit of throttle and a bit of pedal in. I've made it to the top of the hill. Easy peasy, plenty of torque, plenty of power, so I got up here really easy. Now it is that point where I go down the hill and I try the brakes. Like I've said before, it isn't scientific, but if you subscribe, in the next video I'll be putting a bigger front disc on here and we'll see if that makes any difference at all. Well, it should make a little bit of difference. The main difference is that if you go down a long hill, it's going to dissipate the heat better. That's the biggest difference. That's why bigger discs on heavier bikes should be on them, because the bigger brakes, the more metal you've got, the easier it is to get rid of heat. But anyway, let's get down here and pull the brakes and see what happens, because they're hydraulic, so they should be pretty easy to stop me. Anyway, let's stop waffling and get down here. Right, let's get going. Get up to speed. It gets up to speed really quick, this bike does. So we're doing 20 miles an hour. Well, 22. Oh, that was a pretty, oh, I can't even speak. A bit of a skid behind me. Let's have a look. I can see the last skid down there on I did my last bike test. Let's have a look behind me. Let's have a look. So, oh, I can see that's quite. Let's go back. So let's go all the way back to where I pulled the brakes there, like that. Like I said, it is a heavy bike, but there was a lot of skidding going on there then. But there we go. We're there. So it was from there to there, but don't look at the other skid. That's my last e-bike. There, look, let me go down. But there, I stopped by here. And then, that's my last brake test there. So, there we go. Make of that what you will. Let's get going. Okay, right then, let's see how fast this bike will freewheel down this hill. I think the last bike got to 30 miles an hour. I'm not pedaling, I'm not pressing nothing. I'm just going to let the bike freewheel and see how fast it goes. We're doing 24 miles an hour, 27 miles an hour, 28, 29. It's stuck at 29. Can I get to 30? 30 miles an hour. I got to 30.5 miles an hour, then there was somebody in the road, so I had to slow down. But I think about 31 is probably, that's how fast I went down this hill, just free rolling. I might have got a little bit further faster if I'd left it a little bit longer, but I think it was around about that speed. And that's not scientific either, it's just a laugh. Right, here we go through the tunnel. Now, all the links for the Engwe Pro 2.0 will be down in the description below, and my affiliate link will also be there as well, so go and check it out. Right, okay, let's turn the pedal assist off and see if I can pedal this bike. Now, if I did run out of power, it is a 16 amp hour battery, so it should last pretty long, but let's just say you do run out of power, can I still pedal this along? So I'm in the highest gear, first gear, the biggest cog, and I can pedal along at 5 miles an hour. It's a little bit of an incline by here, but I can manage to pedal it along, so you should be able to get home if you do run out of battery. But anyway, let's carry on that way. Another big hill in front of me coming up. Let's see how it goes up here with just the thumb throttle. Easy peasy. It's nice when you've got a bit of power. It is nice, I gotta say. Okay, seeing as I got a nice bit of power, I'm gonna go up by there in front of me now. It's a bit overgrown, see if I can get past, and I'll try and see if I can get up that big steep hill. This is really steep and bumpy, it's sort of off-road, so I'm going to go nice and slow, take it easy. I'm going to be in the gear number 1, and I'll put it in pedal assist 5, and we'll see if we can get up there safe and sound. Let's try and get through the stingies first though. Right then, let's see if I can get through these stingies. There is a few stingies there, nettles, see if I can get up through here. There we go, through there. Oh, bloody hell. I managed not to get stung. It's quite overgrown, but anyway, it's a little bit bumpy, but let's see if I can go a bit further. It's the bumps are the worst thing, it's not very level ground. So let's see if I can get up this hill by here. Here we go. Oh, it is taking me up there. It's taking me up here. I'm going to give a little bit of assistance. Oh, this is easy. This is so easy. Oh, this is nice. This is really steep, this is now. But I'm just giving it a little push on the pedal, nothing too serious. It's going to start leveling out a bit now, but there we go. Oh, God, some bumps. And there we go. Oh, that's nice. It got up here easy then. That's lovely, that is. That is lovely. Let's pull over by here. Ooh. Right, it is a bit windy up here, but you can't even, it's so steep you can't see where I came from almost. But let's go a little bit further down by here. It's a bit, the grass has grown a bit. I hope the wind is not stopping the microphone from working. It should be okay though. But that was proper off-road I was coming up there. But that bike made it so easy coming up there. Honestly, that was so easy. What a lovely bike. And there we are. If you've seen my reviews before, I've been here a few times before. I don't know if you can see there's a quarry up there. Don't know if you can see that there. Then over there, there's a viaduct, and the viaduct used to come all the way across here, and then the railway track, which I'm going to go on now in a second, used to run across there. And that used to go down towards Newport, I think. But anyway, that's where I am at the moment. There we are, that's my view. And the bike came up that hill, easy peasy. Anyway, let's get back on the bike, and I'll go down the old railway track, which is, I got to lift the bike over that little thing by there, and there's a railway track just by there. Well, the railway track's not there anymore, but the path is still there. Anyway, right, okay, so I've got to just lift the bike over this little bit of a fence that's been pushed down by here, so let's give the front a little bit of a lift, up and over like so, like that. Now the bike is a little bit heavy, it's not a light bike, but it's manageable. So let's lift the back up. I'd say the back is easier to lift up than the front. So let's get up by here, and this is the path I was talking about. This is a railway track. If I point down that way there, You can see that it came from that way and it goes down that way there. But this did used to be, I'm more than positive it was, because you can see the old bridges when you walk past them. There's old bridges and stuff. So let's go down this way and have a look what's going on. Let's have a look down this way. Now, I have got used to the thumb throttle being on the left-hand side. It doesn't take long to get used to it. But, and if you do hear any rattling on the microphone, it's not the bike, it's the things I use for the cameras. They've got like rattly things on them. So they do rattle a bit. So if you ever hear rattling in my videos, it's not the bike. If it is the bike, I'll tell you. But it's actually the, if I put my fingers on there like that, they're not rattling now. All you can hear now is the stones. I've got my fingers on the things that rattle, which is the microphone stand, the camera mounts. Anyway, there we go. Let's get down this way. I just got off the bike a second just to see if it's got a walk function. Usually if you hold the minus button down for a few seconds, it's a walk function. So I'm going to press it now, see if there's a walk function and see how fast it drags me along. See if there's a normal pace or not. So I'm holding down the minus button. There it goes, it's pulling me along. And I'd say it's pulling me along at, well, it says 3 miles an hour over there. So that's probably normal walking pace. Maybe a little bit faster than I'd walk. But that's okay, it's manageable. And if you're going up a hill, it'd be nice if you could get off and the bike would pull you up. Now it's got Shimano 8-speed, it has got 8 speed instead of 7 speeds. Usually these bikes come with 7 speeds, but this one actually comes with 8 speeds. So there's a few more cogs to play with. And I gotta say, it's a very comfortable bike because it's upright position. The seat is nice and comfy. The riding position is how I'd like to ride a bike. Sitting sort of upright. That's the way I like to ride. I'm an older rider, so I like to sit upright. I don't like to be bent over. So there we go. It is comfy. Yeah, I'll stop there. Some young lambs there. Look, it's one black one there and then a couple of young lambs. Look, he's looking. This one's having a look. He's like, what's that guy doing on a bike by there? But it is that time of year where the lambs are out. Let's get going. Now I did say in the next video I'll be changing the handlebars for like BMX style handlebars, but if you look on the Engwe website, they do a BMX style handlebar for the Engine Pro. At the time it was out of stock when I looked last, so check it out, but they do a folding BMX style handlebar setup for this bike. Okay then, now I'm on top of the tunnel that I always go through in my videos. If you see my videos before, I always go through a tunnel, and I'm actually on top of the tunnel. And this is where the old railway track used to go. So I'll try and show you with this camera where I am. Well, you won't see much because there's trees everywhere, but if I go down this way by here, point the camera down there, I don't know if you can see down there, some railings down there, and that's the road that come up and goes under the tunnel. Down by there, you should be able to see it. It is all trees, but that's the road, and this is the tunnel going under here. And if I go over to this side here and point the camera this way, like so, I don't know if you can make out by here. I'll come across this way a little bit by here. Where's the best way to go there? I think you can just about make out the road going up there, and that is the hill that I always go up. And then there's a couple of things by here. I don't know if this is anything significant to railways, but it says, what does that say there? That says 12 SV18, 6 SV20, that one's missing. I can't read that one because it's so dirty. So I don't know if is that anything to do with railways? I don't know. But anyway, so this was the old railway line, and that was I'm on top of the tunnel. I'm on top of the tunnel I always go through. But anyway, let's carry on. Right, okay, a little bit more off-roading down this big steep hill now. It does soak up the bumps nice and well, this bike. And the brakes are working well, so it's very good. So here we go. Hey! Oh, camera's in the bushes then. Here we go. Yeah, this bike is nice. I gotta say, this is a very nice bike. It's good going off-road as well. I don't mean like downhill racing, but it can go across, like the stuff I'm going on right now. But it's very nice. Here we go then, let's get back on the main road. Right, okay then, that's my review of the Engwe Engine Pro 2.0. What a fantastic bike, plenty of power. I know I've said it before, but torque is nice. If you did like this video, don't forget to give it a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Ho-hoi!